Hi, my name is Florian from Quality Guru, where I answer your questions and share knowledge about quality management. Today I would like to talk about the 8D report. The 8D problem-solving methodology is a very common approach in many industries, and many people like it because it's straightforward, logical, and very transparent. That makes it so powerful in the internal and external communication, either with your own teams or with your customer if you send out some defect parts and you got a complaint to your company. 8D stands for the 8 disciplines and basically refers to an 8-step process which you have to go through in order to analyze your problem, take corrective action, verify them, and then hopefully close the problem, stop it forever. So let me take you quickly through the 8 steps and let's see what it looks like. First of all is the team. Identify the team. That means who's working on this problem. You should never work alone on a problem solving. The philosophy is basically that you get many people together from different areas who have a different perspective on the problem. So if you're, for example, in a manufacturing company, there should be somebody from quality, from production, maybe from logistics, from engineering, so that different people from different perspectives can look at the problem and help you to make a better root cause analysis and identify better corrective actions. Because if you have a deeper root cause analysis and better corrective actions will help you to be so much more efficient in stopping this problem as soon as possible. Step number 2 is identifying the problem. And here we need to be as specific as possible. That means we should say, what was the problem? Where did it happen? How did it happen? Maybe you have photos, maybe you have specific times, maybe you have everything what you have basically regarding to the problem should be as specific as possible so that later you don't confuse it with other problems which happen maybe or other issues which happen the same day. So really be as specific as possible, gather all the data regarding this particular event what you have to really nail it down as good as possible. Then step number 3 is you want to contain the problem. So now, for example, if you find a problem in a production process, for example, unless you solve it completely, you still have the risk that you are continuously producing this kind of defect or problem into your products. So you cannot be sure that what you send out and what you are selling at the moment is safe for your customer and is a potential risk for them, but also for you, because you will get the customer dissatisfaction and you will probably get then problems with regards to complaints and then also financial impacts. So you want to stop it as soon as possible. How can you contain a problem in a manufacturing process? You can, for example, put a filter on your production line. That means you could sort the parts with a visual inspection if it's possible, or with a test 100%, and let them go through this filter so that you can filter out with the right method all the problematic parts with the information you already have. Once you protected the customer and the market and yourself, you can go to step number 4, which is the root cause analysis. And here you should try to identify with the team what is the root cause of the problem. And here you should use something like problem-solving tools. For example, a 5 why diagram, a fishbone diagram, and many other problem-solving tools can be used here. But you should document it in a way and try to identify all the possible root causes and not stop at the first one. The more root causes we can identify, possible root causes, we can then later verify, or so we can correct and stop all of these root causes. But at the moment we don't know which one is the true one. So we want to be very creative and we want to allow the team to issue all the ideas at this moment in order to have a very complete root cause analysis and have all the ideas and possibilities on the table. So once you have identified maybe one or several possible root causes, then we need to take step number 5, which is take corrective actions. So we want to correct the problem and we need to define now some measures to do this. So we have our identified root causes, and we can put for every one of the root causes one or several corrective actions. That means actions which help us to stop the root cause. Once we have this, we go to step number 6, and then over time we will validate now that the actions we have defined here in step number 5 are really solving the problem. How can we know this? We can see if more problems are coming. And by this we can see if the actions are effective, and if they are effective, then we can check also this box, step number 6, and say, okay, now I know all the actions are effective and I don't have a risk for this problem anymore. Once I do this, the problem is under control. Now I want to go to step number 7, which is how can I prevent that in the future this problem will not happen again. And here I should do some lessons learned and look into my quality management system, for example into my FMEA as a tool, and see if I have this problem identified in my processes. If I have it identified, I need to review if my risk assessment for this problem is adequate. And if I have not identified it, I need also to update my FMEA. And then by this also take it over into my control plan, and with the control plan then bring it down into the shop floor with the identified new controls. So I need to define new inspections or controls if adequate in order to avoid that this problem goes undetected in the future. And last but not least, once I have finished my step number 7, I can go to step number 8, which is congratulate the team, everybody who has contributed, say thank you. This is good for the team building, it motivates and it helps the team to get confident that you can work together and solve any problem in the organization. Let me know your experience. Have you ever tried working with an 8D report? What is your experience? Is it easy? Is it difficult? Do you have any questions? Post them right in the comments, and looking forward to reading about it, and see you in the next video.